Ready, set, go, like a Lambo on the road. Got my VV stash, all the gems they glow. VV crew, we never lose. Collectors at heart, we break the news. BE on Informmint, catch the vibe. In the V-verse, where we thrive. Snap it in AR, see it come alive. Animated statues, dreams realized. Blackpink, YG, iconic, we rise. Living in the future, see the stars align. When the drops hit, they like where my BB at. Animated statues, Marvel got the cues. Lambo flex and YG brands too. Oh, Disney magic in the act, talking hype cast. Collectors at heart, got my VV stash. VE going live on Informmint Dive. VE metaverse coming, we be BBI.
But there sucks. For more information on Frontier, go to flyuncomfortable.com. Frontier sucks.
Everyone's favorite video game. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Hope you are doing well. Hopefully you can hear me. I don't know, but hopefully you can. Anyways, we've got Deadpool number 6, FA Deadpool 2099. Yeah, we'll see how well this does. There are at least only 3,000 copies of this, so I think that will be better for the drop, although I don't know how well it's going to do. But I suggest you go ahead and join that wait list now. I'm not going to play the song because who cares? But yeah, join that wait list if you want to. I don't know if I'm going for it, but so far, it's not looking good, everyone. As far as who's going to go for this, looks like not many. One person. We got 9% going for this. We'll get a few more votes. I think there's been a lot out there. People spent a lot of money, and this may just not be the thing that everyone's going for. But hit that like button if you don't mind. Subscribe if you haven't, and comment. That always helps. All right, let's see who's in chat, and then we will go from there. And we do have BigA. He'll be here soon, or hopefully. I think he's still coming. We'll see. We'll see. But duck and cover first again. You get the SR if you go for it. Maybe. No guarantees, but you know, maybe it helps you being first in chat. But it's good to see you coming from across the pond. You did that pretty early today. So I hope you're doing well. Delco, dude, good to see you. Thank you for dropping by a little earlier. Good to see you. Christopher, how are you doing? Good morning. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining. Hopefully this won't be too boring, but thank you for joining. Dr. Strange, how are you doing, man? Hope all is well. Everyone should be checking out Dr. Strange and his stacking or slacking videos, or just checking him out. He's always everywhere on VV, all over the place. So it's good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen today, though. With 14 votes and only 7% coming in, is this going to even sell like 400? I don't know. We'll have to see. Not sure. He is here for positivity. Good to see you. I'm here. I do recognize you. Not sure. Good to see you, man. Hope you are doing well. We're all waiting for the Happy Tree Friend stuff to happen this weekend. We can talk a little bit about that. And we got Alejandro here. Good to see you, man. This is a skip for him. And it looks like a skip for a lot of people, which is all right. Look, we're not going to like everything that's dropped. It doesn't even mean that it's a bad comic. We do know a lot of people are here to flip and make money, or flip to get other collectibles. And I don't know if this is going to do that for you. Obviously, I think if you get that secret rare, you will do well, and a few of the mints. So I do have some minty fresh numbers that might do well today. But again, be very careful with those. Look who we have. We got Larry here. How are you doing? From Chilling and Vibing. What we doing? Well, put your vote in. But with 7% going in, this is the lowest I've ever seen that poll. I think we've just had some decent stuff drop, and you know, again, funds are dwindling if we're spending all this money on these other projects. So I don't think I'm going for it, but I do say join the waitlist just in case. You know, obviously we still have this crafting, and let me pull up the market. Let's see what's going on with the marketplace. Now, let me be clear that I do own all 3 now. So I can go complete I haven't completed the set. I can go for this box now. There aren't many. There's only 109 of these. And I know some people, we've talked about it, being upset about the 100,000 MCP points. I don't see an issue for either side, but I'm willing to hear them out, because what do I know? But I do have this. So let's go check the market out. Of course, if I'm talking about it and I own it, I am pumping it. So just keep that in mind. Let's see if we got a price on that ultra rare. I was able to pick one up, the Cuddles, for 127. I saw 44 go for 130. Would have rather have had that. So if I don't get it, it'd be easier to sell afterwards. I'm still curious what we're going to get on this. Let me pull it up. I don't know why. There we go. All right. So let's see what we got. 36 in the market. Be very careful what you do. But 128 right there. I don't know if these are going to go down or not. They might go down in price. I was trying to wait for 100. I'm like, you know what? If it goes to 100 and I pay 127, it's not a big deal. I still want to go for this box because I want to know what's in the box. So there's your price on that. Let me go ahead and pull him. BigA is here. So let's go ahead and pull him on stage. Hopefully he's ready. I'm waiting for him to get dressed first. I'm just kidding. Okay, here I'm going to pull him on. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Morning.
Good morning. With the camouflage, you I can't even see you. You are camouflaged in your house.
Yeah, I these have like that dry Under Armour fit, so they're really cool. So I bought like 4
I love those.
So like if you see me wearing these a lot, I'm not like wearing the same shirt. I have more than like one shirt.
I do the same thing where I'll like buy a bunch of them. Those shirts are awesome. I've never had anyone tell me that those are the Armors, right? The Armor shirt, isn't that the brand?
Yeah, Under Armour.
Under Armour.
Yeah, Under Armour.
Yeah, Under Armour. So they're really good. Everyone I know who gets them loves those. So absolutely.
Yeah, my dad bought one, and
I got it too.
We ended up eating. We went out Wednesday to go eat lunch, and he ended up wearing his, and I was wearing one too. So we looked like we were just like
You look like brothers. No, like I said, I'm wearing one now. They're very comfortable, and I get hot and sweat a lot. So, it's not good. But I don't leave the house very much. So it doesn't matter.
Here, so.
Yeah, where you are, absolutely. By the way, do we jinx you with a hurricane? Isn't there something going on now? And right?
Yeah, there's the
Loki sees it. Loki sees it.
What do you got? Oh, he's got my hat. It's passing like a little bit to the west of us. We're still going to get a decent amount of wind and rain, but
otherwise
we're used to it.
Yeah, I mean, look, it happens, and knock on wood, it won't get too bad. They said this is going to be the worst year in a while, and it's been okay, but there's still plenty of time. Like everyone forgets, it goes through like November 30th, and then it just stops on November 30th. It just stops. God says, forget it. We're done. I always thought that was funny. There's like no dead date, right? Like it could literally happen mid-December if it wanted to, but yeah, usually it's done by November 30th.
The 2 most recent like worst storms were Katrina and Ida, and they both, I believe, landed on the same day, the 29th of August or something.
That's crazy. I did not know that. I did not know that they ended on
like
the same day.
23rd, August 23rd.
Wow. That's not good luck. That's not good. Like kind of like not good luck for this comic today. I don't know if you voted. You can make this even worse.
Yeah, I was the first vote.
Oh, you were the first vote. Okay, so 19 or 20 votes in, 5% going for this. I don't know. I guess people just aren't. Again, I'm not really into these newer ones. It's not a big deal. There's so many. Deadpool 2099, his daughter. I don't know. Like these storylines, maybe they'll come out later, and be really big in the MCU. I don't know. This just doesn't really do it for me. So I'm on the list, but I'm not going to go. I'll probably go in the market and try to snipe a couple if I can.
Yeah.
But this probably isn't going to be a very big moneymaker if that's what you're here for. Let me pull up the Minty Fresh numbers real quick. We'll go over them, and then we'll hop back into Hurricane. All right, so I got a lot of stuff. It is Deadpool, but it's also FA Deadpool 2099, his daughter, which is in there. That's not the chaser though. It does say 2015 on the article, but this actually came out in January 2016. That's when it was published. So that's the date we go to for the chaser. All the normal stuff. 162 is the first mint, 3,000 the last. Be very careful on all these mints if you're going to go for them. If you can get them at floor, especially in this market. And not financial advice, but if you're doing it to flip for money, you better do it quick. But some of these would be cool just to have in your collection. So I got a few of the movies in there, but this 2016, that's going to be the one you want. You could go for 2015, which is the start of this new Deadpool series. But yeah, there you go. There's your minty fresh numbers, and I will pull them up when it's time to sniping the market. Absolutely amazing, my production value, right? I mean, I paid a lot to do that, to get that little clip there from.
Well, you finally got your double mint twins on there that you wanted.
Yeah, well, I did. The best part was the quality was trash. So I had to take what I had, what I could get off of CapCut. Yeah, I just had to do what I had to do. Have you ever used CapCut? I don't know if you've ever used that. No, it's just, people like
video
TikTokers, YouTubers. I mean, it's trash, but it's good enough. Like you can actually do some pretty cool stuff if you're lazy. So for me, it's perfect. You can attempt to do some stuff that would take a lot longer. So I like it. But yeah, so that's what I use. And I think I found that GIF on there and went ahead and used that. We got Bacardi Creation here. Good morning. Hope all is well. It's more than just MCP points in the box. I saw people discussing it's just the points. What are your thoughts? We were talking about this before. There's no way this could be just points.
No way.
There's no way, because then there's going to be people who are going to get killed in a video game. There's no way. You're not going to go ahead.
It even says 109 plus MCP points. And my collectibles even tweeted about a mystery box. Did you see that tweet?
Yeah, you told me about it. So, and I don't have it up, but you're right. So
a mystery box, not a mystery box. I think he said blind box. Yeah, blind box is what I think he said.
Within the box, it's like one of those Christmas things, and never-ending box opening party for a gift card, right?
No, but I mean, I think that would suggest that like you can get more than one thing, and if there's 109 and it's split between more than one thing, that could be.
I mean, look, I'm going for it. Now, again, I got to be very clear here. This is not financial advice. I own the set. I got Toothy and Petunia on the drop. I paid 127 for the Ultra Rare Cuddles. I don't know if that's a good deal. I'm taking a risk, so do not do it because I'm doing it. Only do it if you are curious, you have the gems, want to do it, want to spend it. Don't go chasing this, because even if you do, the chances of me getting this are still pretty rare. I mean, I'm not good at crafting. So the reality is I just bought the set, right? But if I can get lucky, I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to stream it because I need all the bandwidth and low ping I can get. But I am going to try to go for the box. And my thought, and it's just a complete guess, I have no clue, is there's like 3 golden versions. Why would they have you burn these collectibles that are part of a full set? Now you don't even have those anymore. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. I would assume, and that's probably a bad idea to do that this is going to have 3 collectibles in it of the same. Maybe they're gold, maybe they're bloody. I don't know. That's my thought. But if what you're saying is there could be other blind boxes within there, I mean, that's just crazy.
Well, no. I'm just saying the fact that he's calling it a blind box would suggest that there's not just one thing.
It's I see what you're saying. You're saying there could be 3 things, and I could go for it. And we're going to find out. Now, I don't know if we find out. I mean, it would almost be smart for them to do it 12 hours before, right? Or 20 or the day before, letting us know so we can, kind of simmer with all the details.
But even if like there's 3 items evenly broken up, that's only 33 editions of each. If they make it with a chaser where one's more common than the other, like you could have a chaser that has only 10 or 15 items. But
absolutely.
that would maybe make it a bigger chance you don't get that, and the other ones are going to go way below craft price and could be a huge L too. So that's the flip side.
It could, but then would it, with only 109, if they were to split that, that would mean, like you said, each collectible, no matter what, wouldn't have very many. And they seem to do well, even if there are just a couple. Now, just checking the market real quick. We're 9:45 here. On the cuddles, so there were 112 last night. 128 is the floor. I bought in at 127. I saw 144 sell for 130 last night. See how many.
Yeah, I was thinking about buying the 112 one.
Yeah,
114 I think was the lowest I saw.
Oh, you saw for 114?
Yeah, like
Wow.
probably within 20 minutes of when you had bought yours.
Oh, okay.
Then like another one, like two listed at lower, and then they changed the price again and went to 114.
Wow.
It looked like it was heading lower, so I just didn't buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. So there's 88 left. So this is my thinking. As we get to tomorrow or Thursday, I was thinking these would be sold out by now. So there's people contemplating this. I know there's a bunch of people waiting for this to hit 99. So once it hits 99, bam, they're going to sell out, in my opinion. So you can wait. I just wasn't willing to wait.
It's too bad odds though to try and grab a bunch on store.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, should I go buy 10? Well, do I want to spend, $200 and not get it? How many did you buy? You didn't do it, did you?
No, I had to go deal with a noise complaint.
Oh, that's right. So one person I know bought 12 and got none. Did not get any ultra rare. So it is certainly a risk. I'd say if you want to try to do it, your best bet is to try to get cuddles off the market, or maybe you could get lucky and get the secret rare today. I'm not saying do that, but then you'd have a little money towards getting a blind box. But the blind box, the chances of getting it are not very good. By the way, we got Ronnie Lido. Yo. How are you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. The poll is up. If you haven't voted, please vote. 25 votes, only 12% going for this. So that is the lowest I've seen in a long time. We only have 10 likes, people. Let's get it up. Go ahead and get that to 15 or whatever. I knew this would be kind of a slow day. But
you see Mysterio? The Mysterio comic?
Is it over 15?
Oh, last I checked, it was 15. But yeah, I mean, right after drop, you could bought those like
$7. Oh yeah, like right after, absolutely.
Yeah,
people
right around $5.
Let's see how many we have. We have 69 on the market, so people have delisted them. We're at 1580. I think they're selling around 13, 15, $14. And I'm just checking because there's some on here that have been here since the start, like 2008, 2006. And he just raised the price a little bit. So people are picking them up and then just taking them off the market. But no matter what, you could probably sell these for $12.99, $13.50. If you had bought these at $5 to $8, which all day long you could have bought them. I sold one at $6.79. I mean, what a mistake, right? Like, you just don't know. But I don't play that game for that one chance. It's like 99% of the time that is not a winning way to go about the market. So I just, on average, if you do the right thing, or what I consider the right thing, you win better. But yeah, I mean, the prices are definitely down. Amazing Fantasy 15, just the common. It was 150 yesterday. I'm pulling it up. Yeah, 149. You can get one. Secret Rare is still going for that. Yeah, it's pretty low. Now, okay, so here's the Secret Rare on the Amazing Fantasy 15 is 5,000 and 5.7 thousand. So if you need money, you're not even selling it at 5 now. You probably have to go just below 5 is my thought. I don't know. Let's see, $5. But it is more a pump and dump by some people. You're talking about the Mysterio. Still 1,600 of them. Of which one? Oh, are you talking about? He might be talking about Happy Tree Friends, because I'm like, the Mysterios are all sold up. So I picked up commons for 3 gems. Wish I picked up more. Really? I never even saw them for 3 gems. But I did get that 1922, and I sold my 420, so I feel very happy. Oh, ASM 13. Not what about? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's not 5 gems now. You're saying you were picking it up for $5. I do think that it is something's going on there, just because there's an opportunity, lower edition size, which is fine. That's
You're
how this
saying there's
market will.
1,600 of the commons? Were there that many?
Yeah, there probably were. Hold on, let me here. I got to pull it up.
I mean, but that's the cover that definitely did the best. Also,
yes, it beat out. Yeah, that's the main cover. I thought it looked the best, anyways. So, but I like the uncommon much. Not sure why people do not like them. Double Quill does, because they are highlighted FA. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people don't like them. They used to be worth more. It just went by level, which was worth more. In the end, we could end up with commons on certain ones being worth more than the secret rares. It's potentially possible. I don't know if that's going to actually happen, but it's certainly possible. But there are a lot of good deals on the market still, but I do see that they're dwindling. Like, things are getting picked up and the better prices are gone. So I think people had money ready to pull the trigger on certain things, and as soon as anything came up, they pulled the trigger and bought it. By the way, you've got like less than 4 minutes to join the wait list if you want to do that. I'm here with BigA. Thank you for coming here and making this less boring for me and hopefully more enjoyable for you. We were talking about the mystery box. I just want to pull the Deadpool up so people knew we were still talking about that a little bit. Just real quick, like, I went ahead and attempted the whole crappy collectible. It's not even funny, but let me just do my little bit and get it over with. So it's like pulling a Band-Aid off. This is just getting, I almost didn't even do it. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. I mean, how many Deadpool things can I do? So let me do this. We'll get it over with, and then we'll move on. That's right, everyone. Marvel has released, did I spell that right? Bread Pudding Pool. And because, I don't know what else to do with Deadpool. There's only so much. We did Bread Pool. Voxton helped us out with that one. He said, like, if you attack them, you're toast. I don't know. This is what I came up with. Like I said, almost didn't even do it, but I was surprised that Bing AI was able to make an interesting picture of bread pudding pool. So there you go, everyone. This is pretty horrible. Not even I would buy this piece of crap, and I wouldn't eat it because I absolutely despise bread pool. Is that even what it looks like? I don't know what's going on. What the hell are these?
That's more like a pancake than
yeah,
bread.
I don't know. It does. And like, is he gonna murder somebody? I don't know. What the is that how you eat bread pudding? I don't know. I don't eat bread pudding, especially if it has raisins. So anyways, there you go, everyone. I truly quit this time. Yeah, I mean, there's just only so much you can do with these collectibles. If they're going to release Deadpool every other week, I'm going to have to stop. All right. So, and Common has a thing that you can buy them and maybe someday as unlimited on Veve Comics, but not the uncommons. But why would that be? You're saying that because if they were to release these some other way, they would release only the original. I mean, I guess that's possible, but then you could say the same thing about any of the other covers. These are all exclusive, or actually some of them are variants within the real world. But yeah, like I could see, for instance, if they were to re-release this, in a million years when we're all dead in a video game, they may just release this cover. I don't know. We'll have to see. The sad part about all this, where are we in 200 years? All right, there's Dane K. Yikes is what he says. Oh, he's saying yikes on the dead bread pudding, whatever the hell it was. I don't even know. It was horrible. It was horrible. I don't know what to say. All right, so are you going for Deadpool number 6, FA Deadpool 2099, 14%? This is the worst poll that I've seen, but there's plenty of time for this to recover. Will it? Will my poll recover? Probably not. It's not very scientific either, but that's probably pretty close to the sentiment of who's buying this. With everything that's coming up, let's see what else we've got here. We got another record. Are you excited? we've got.
Never been excited for. I'm trying to find the My Collectibles tweet so that like I can.
Oh yeah.
Directly.
Go find it and let me know or DM it to me.
I'm trying to find it, and I don't.
We got another. Yeah, I know. I think I tried to look for it and I didn't see it.
It was a reply, and 100% I remember reading. Unless he deleted it. Unless.
Ooh, you gotta take screenshots of that stuff. You gotta keep records.
Unless it was misunderstood what he tweets a lot.
He does tweet.
That's a good thing.
No, it is good. I'm glad, and he actually responds to people.
Yeah,
which is nice.
That's where it was. It was in a reply.
So yeah, he's like even talking to people who might consider fudders or whatever. All that stuff. I'm just waiting for metallic reds. When my Marvel logo. Not that that's what they said they were going to drop, but we do have this. The rabbits. I still remember them saying if you had all of them, you could get something. Although we did get that secret rare already. So is that over? I don't know, but Ron English has been pretty good to the NFT world as far as giving away stuff for holding stuff. So I will probably go for this to feed the beast, although I do not expect this to do that well. But I mean, I like his stuff. Is the music my type of music? Probably not. I mean, what do you mean probably not? It's not. It's just
not. Kate has that rabbit song stuck in my head because he keeps playing.
Yeah, I mean, playing that in an elevator for the rest of your life could be torture. So we have that, and then of course Thursday we got new Xmen. We got new Xmen. I said it. Number 115 already. This is super exciting here. So we got another new one. Again, this is where we're getting into the part of what do we have left. There's still a lot of good stuff. But to have excitement in the market, obviously we'll just have to have lower editions and something interesting. So I hope they come up with something interesting moving forward. But I do appreciate now. It looks like that 3,000 is the new level. I hope they're not going to go back to 5,000. And stuff like this should be at like 1,000. I don't know why stuff like this is not the same as the Veve comic viewer. 1,500. I would just make it the same. But that's my opinion, and it's absolutely worthless. Bruin 88 is here. Did you hear this Ron English one? I have not. I have not heard it. It wouldn't change my mind whether I'm going for it or not. I'm still going to go for it. But if it sounded like this, I would definitely buy it. There you go, Bruin. There's your bubble girl. I have not heard it, but I'm sure it will create nightmares. Pretty sure. FA Charizard will make Veve great again. Yes, it won't. I mean, I guess we're kind of done with the whole Pokemon thing on here, right? Today, big day on Elmon X. That's right, the Van Gogh. Are you going for that?
Oh, the skeleton with the cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure. I really like it. Did you see My Collectibles posted a picture with it in the real one?
I did. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. You don't realize like paintings how small they are until you see them in person, like Mona Lisa.
Like Mona Lisa, like it's just like this. It's just like this.
Yeah,
right? Right? You think we see it all over the place in this? It's the size of a piece of paper. Yeah, no, it's a lot of the pictures are absolutely crazy. I mean, look, I think this whole NFT and the stuff it's done with art, which is what originally it was more about, has been really good. So. Hopefully Elmon X just keeps up what they're doing. I know some stuff does well, some stuff doesn't. I just, other than when it was V-Tail and I got the why am I blanking on the artist? He's done stuff on Veve. I can't think of his name. But I have one of his pieces from there. The one where you move around and it changes. I can't believe I can't think of his name. But anyways, I had that before they turned to Elmon X. So their stuff is pretty cool. There you go. Thank you, Bruin. Patrick Hughes.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think his stuff, not finding the best. In fact, I don't own anymore. I ended up selling them, but they come down enough. If I could get a good mint that I wanted, I'd probably go back and buy them. I think they're nice to have. All right, so we are just a minute away, 40 seconds away. If you are going for this, let me know what you got. The poll went up a little bit. We're at 18% going for this with only 33 votes. So hit that like button too if you're here. We've got
right,
my collectibles in the house. Oh, you found it? He's in the house. We just ask him. We could just.
Oh, there
Few
you go.
weeks
Yeah.
ago, I was standing in front of the van.
I just looked and I can't find it. So
all right, so you go ask my collect. Make them sweat.
I remember reading that because it stuck out to me. I'm like, blind box. Oh wait, so there's maybe more than one thing you can get. But I don't see. I've looked at every replay.
So my collectibles, we're trying to figure out that. Okay, by the way, you can buy, everyone. So the buy button's up. Remember, at 7 after, you'll be able to get the rebound if you were not selected. What we're asking about my collectibles, and we don't know if you can say it, but we thought we saw something that said that
I thought in one of the responses it said something. What a nice way to get 100,000 MCP and another blind box or something to that effect, which I took its meaning. If it's a blind box, then you can get more than one thing out of it. So that was my speculation, but I can't find that tweet. But I remember it being a response, or maybe I misread it or read it wrong.
So what we need to know, my collectibles, is Big A on crack, or did you really say that? So for instance, would there be within the box, there's what you get is what you get, or there are like 3 different things in there that you could possibly get? I know you're probably not going to be able to tell us, but oh, there we go. We got the hashtag soon right there. The detail of the blind box reveal. Can you can you tell us, will the details be revealed?
See that? What he's saying right there, the details of the blind box. So if it's a blind box, is it blind box because you don't know what's in it, or is it blind box like the traditional?
I think that's what he's saying. I think so, because here it says what's inside the mystery box. He's calling it blind box. I think it's just semantics. Now, can you tell us, my collectibles? Could you tell us, will we know 12 hours before? We're going to know just like the 5 minutes before the drop. That's what I want to know. By the way, Free, good to see you, man. Thank you for your military service. I hope, I know you said you were going back home to finalize the sale of your house. I hope all is going well and you're having fun just going around the country. I think that's the greatest thing, to just drive around and get to see everything. Good to see you, Free. Scar, good to see you. Good luck to anyone going for the comic today. Yep, good luck. Hopefully somebody gets a secret right here. Good to see you, Scar. Sup, BE. Low common, 200 mint. Good job there, Hidden Jester. You have some good luck. So, although again, I don't know how well the comments are going to do today. And he's saying, it will be revealed soon what's coming. I'm going to go ahead and put the Deadpool comic, FA Deadpool 2099. Let's see. Will the box be made of recyclable material? Very, very good call, because, we care about the environment. Wouldn't that be funny if and it takes no energy on a mutable X, right? That's the whole thing. But if it took more energy than a real cardboard box to open that box, like back in the day, it would have taken, how many kilojoules to open a box on the blockchain. But these days it's nothing. It's a 0 carbon footprint, right? Something like that. That'd be cool to see. What if my collectibles jumped out of the box? Now that I would take, like, there's 10 my collectibles in the box jumping out. I would take that. All right, so you're doing well.
Hey, Frank, how you doing?
So, but I did eventually get all 3. I did not get the cuddles on the drop or in the store. I made a donation to Veve and the person I bought it from. I spent $127. So it's a big risk. But I'm excited to see if I can even get it. But like I said, I think earlier I said there were 88 left on the market. The floor right now is 128. Big A saw one for 114. The first day it came out, the first thing I saw it for 99 and I couldn't pull it. We're down to 83. So just during the show, 5 have been bought. So keep that in mind. They might have already popped up, or somebody might pop them up here in a little bit. I mean, if I saw one for 100, I'd probably pick up another one. Why? Because I'm crazy like that.
If it goes back down to like 110, I'll probably pick one up. If it stays around like the 128, 130.
Okay. Yeah. So whatever's in the box, 109 info straight from the current blog. So, all right, there you go. That's our alpha.
English grammar rules would say then it's one thing. what's in the box has.
Right. The box, yeah,
Right?
the details of the blind box will be. Is this like deer multiple, like blind box would mean it would have more than one? But here it says mystery will be okay. So it says right here will be revealed at the same time a free crafting event begins. That's quite scary and exciting too. If I win. But I don't expect it to just be these points that people are saying it's just the points. There's something else here.
No, it's definitely something plus.
There's something in there.
One of the reasons I was debating going for it, even if it's nothing that turns out to be like super, super valuable.
Right.
I don't have a lot of MCP points. I burnt all mine on Blackpink.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like 20,000.
Right. Left. And so as maybe, because we don't really know what's going to happen, maybe having those points there'll be a different use for them. I don't know. They've talked about in the past, maybe there'd be other things that we could do. So maybe if it's not always going to be just for drops, you're going to want to have those.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think I understand the collectors who are upset that they spent so much time collecting and all this stuff. But again, I always say those points were supposed to expire. So the fact that you have 5 million points right now and you still have them, there was a point that you were going to lose all those after 6 months and you'll get your 150,000 a month. So to get those 1.5 million, it's going to take you a year or more or a little less, depending, to even get 1 million points. Now you've got a big chunk that will never expire. The only way us poor folks at the bottom can ever catch up is by a contest like this or whatever you want to call this. There's a little bit of a gamble here, which, by the way, probably the people that have all the MCP points will be the winners of this, but I'm willing to try. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot, Dan K. If you are into MLB, Candy's doing their MLB drop. Thank you for that update. I all late to the. You were here earlier, but was never going for this anyway. How y'all doing? I'm doing well, Duck and Cover. I hope you are doing well. Big A, Inspector Gadget himself. Exactly. He knows what's up. What a bad burn. LOL rip. You think this is a bad burn? No, I think it's smart. I think it's smart what they're doing.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
No. Come on.
Yeah, that's a good question. So without telling us my collectibles, do you know what's in the box? Do you know it's not Gwyneth Paltrow's head, is it? That's all I want to know. It's not her head in the box. Can you just give us that? That would be interesting. Whenever it is a crafting event, can get it on Veve. So it is a pass for me. Just sitting with 2 million MCP and can't use them. Do you really have that many? Holy crap. So yeah, so you're sitting pretty. I knew what you meant. Let's see. I left the first message like 3 hours before. I know I saw that. Yeah, I think there should be more stuff. Obviously, we have no clue what's going to happen. Things have not been going on as schedule that we thought it was. Just like most projects. Honestly, there's other projects I'm on right now, and I'm like twiddling my thumbs, like, what are we waiting for? What's going on? So it's just happening right now. There isn't a lot of money. I think with everything that's going on, there might be better waiting a couple months before some big stuff happens.
Surprisingly, my vault's been going up. I'm up.
What are you at? Like, what's your best, like on your collectibles? I think my collectibles my comics are at like 1,000. Now, of course, that doesn't take into consideration the fact that I have good mints and stuff like that.
You mean the dollar value?
Yeah, the dollar value.
I think it went from like 3,700 for just the collectibles to 4,400.
37. Can I check that out on here? Hold on a second. Let me.
So almost 20%.
My collectibles, not my listings.
And then I have I have like 700. I have like 5,000 worth of stuff. I don't have a lot.
All right, so I'm at 5,000, just under 5,000 for that, and I think my comics are.
What was that value?
Like 3,500
or 2 weeks ago.
Like probably a little bit more than 3 weeks ago. 3,500, maybe it was 39. I mean, it's certainly gone up, but my comics have not.
Okay, so you got even more than me.
So yeah, 994. Of course, with that A of 15, that made a huge difference. By the way, rebounds are up if you want to get a rebound. I always hope that they sell at least 1,000 of these because I think that's a good profit for them. I don't know if that's going to happen today. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not as excited about these newer comics, but it'll be interesting to see how well this does. But yeah, so my vault says 994, but then you look at stuff like I've got 1922 Mysterio. That's worth way more than that.
Yeah. You have a ton of special mints. I have
first. Yeah, I mean that makes a big difference. First mint of Zero Ghost. Now I know whatever, but I also have the comic that Fromy got me. So like I'm keeping that. I've got 420 on that. I mean, I've got this is just some interesting. Not everything's a good mint, but some of them are. But yeah, my collection of collectibles are worth. It's at 5,000. That's probably pretty close because I don't think you can get more than floor in most of those. Some of them, though, I could probably get more. I just don't know how much more. If we're talking about like 400 or 500 gems more, let's say for my 74 Wolverine SR, some of those would be worth more. But did anyone? I only saw one person in here get mint 200. What was it? Hidden Jester got it. I think he got the low 200. Let's see, Pepper Potts head in. Ooh, it could be. Your dog is fucking beautiful. Yes, it is a good looking dog. My vault value keeps going down, and I keep buying collectibles down to 22,000. Remember the days? I was to say, if it's worth 22,000, holy cow! That seems like that'd be worth like 300,000. I mean, considering a lot of things are down. Almost 99%. Wow. I can't believe it's worth.
It depends when you bought. Some of the higher end grails and stuff have kind of held for the past year.
Except for Donnie. Donnie really came down recently. Just because we know we have collectibles that have less than 150, that's no longer something special. But I do think that one will still be special at some point. Just not right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, after selling my SR Miles, everything I have on BB is free. So,
right. Absolutely. That's. I mean,
I have like zero emotion if it goes up or down. Well, I mean, it's nice when it goes up, but I'm saying if it goes down,
if it was to go to zero, you'd be fine. I don't think these are going to zero.
I don't think.
But there's still could be more downturn, but that's just going to be with what the market does, not necessarily because of Veve or anything like that.
The broader NFT market, a lot of the projects have had a pretty good month. Looks like everything kind of bottomed. You've seen a lot of the big projects do well. You saw Doodles. I don't know if you saw Doodles released like a Web3 short film, and they had like Pharrell. They had it at the Venice film show.
Holy cow!
In the past 2 days, I think at Pharrell, they had a bunch of other like singers and celebrities as part of it, but
kid pretty good that they got that. Kid Kobe,
a lot of Veve people that are in that project. I see in that project. That got all the way down to like 0.07 about a month ago. It's 0.2 floor, and that's just the floor ones.
Wow.
Today, so it's 3x from a month ago. If you would,
I mean, there's a lot of things just kind of working themselves out. This is just a time normally of uncertainty how the markets are going to go, but once we find out, I mean, look at this 100. What is that? Brickle Dread. 190 to 18. I had 60,000 at one point, but yours is at 15,000. Holy crap. That's crazy. Now, like you could have gotten in at a good time and still be up at 15, but you could have been worth over 100,000 at some point. I mean, look, the only thing I regret is not selling my C3PO at 5,000. Everything else I bought in at a lower price. So I'm okay with it. I mean, I did pretty well because I was careful. But yeah, if you bought in at the peak thinking this thing was going to go crazy, it's just like every other project. Everyone kind of got burned a little bit. Veve Vet's at 25,500 comic book value. Wow, that's really good too. My collectibles Bitcoin's future looks bright, which brings the whole space with it. I agree.
Sure.
Where are we at on Bitcoin right now? Are we
56,
over
57?
I was going to say, are we over 55? Yeah. Okay.
I haven't looked in a couple hours.
Now Donnie might be at 10 now. I think it got down. Didn't it get down to below 5 or 3,900?
56.9, so almost 57.
57. Yeah, the Donnie got pretty low. I think there's just only so many people that are going to want that in their collection. I'll tell you what, I really wouldn't mind that crazy 007, the car. Squibs had it up for, I think, was it 25,000 for the last mint for the number 7? Like, I'd love that, but I'm not going to spend that kind of money. That would be really cool to have. Let's see. I wish I sold my C3PO at 5,000 also, but it was my first win. That really, Alejandro, that was my first win. That was my first rebound too. Before I even watched Vault, I didn't even know what I was doing. I just noticed, I guess, on another drop, like there'd be that delay when you were, and so I would keep hitting the buy button, and I just kept on doing it. And I got lucky, and it came up, and I got it. And of course, that got up. Also got to 5,000. Now we're all under 100 gems on those easily. Although the C3PO is going up a little bit. Although I regret not selling most collectibles. Some like the partner statue was over 50. Yeah. The thing that I always think is, if I sold the partner statue, would I have been smart enough to take that money and put it into Bitcoin, or would I have bought 10 C3POs? I mean, that's like, what is that? Oh, what? Wow.
I was buying most of my stuff on Binance, but that you can't have access to it anymore, so I can't show any of the stuff.
You can't show what your prices you were getting.
Yes, but yeah, I was getting Bitcoin at low 3,000s.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was telling you, my dad's friend told him to buy at 3,500, and easily just could have bought, or 3,500, 10 of them. It would have been nothing, and look where he would have been now with it. So, but you can't regret these scenes, because you never know. It is volatile, but
I would say at the time, because I started buying around 6-5, and when I made those final big purchases at like 3,500, it really felt like Bitcoin going to zero was on the table. So
right.
So
that's what I'm saying. You got in at a time that was, you knew what was going on, but it was scary because we didn't know what the rest of the world and everything. But now with the ETFs and all of that,
now you have institutional money,
institutional money.
That's
absolutely. So yeah, free. You sold that Hulk one. That's definitely a good, like, that's all it takes for your collection to like blow it up is one good comic like that. Yeah, the R2D2 gold, it's gone down under 150, and I was so excited. I got such a good deal. It was a year ago. I for 700 I got mint 1077. Boy, that was smart. But again, I was spending house money, so it didn't really matter. True vault values anywhere the cheap gem era weren't. Absolutely, our vaults were really worth something like 1/4, and we also didn't have cash out. Absolutely,
it was so nice to see those big numbers. Even though you knew, like, I think like the biggest W you could have had is while they were allowing like to buy the gems for a discount, just buy them.
Oh yeah,
that was like the most guaranteed money.
And I didn't do it because I was worried something bad would happen, and then it ended up being they would have been dirty gems. And I looked into everything. I looked into bots, all that stuff. First of all, I'm not trusting somebody on Fiverr to make me a bot unless I could do it myself. And they were obviously banned, so I wasn't going to do that. But I looked into everything. In the end, I just said you had to do it above board, because if they took your account away, I read the terms of services. It wasn't worth it. I saw somebody put on Twitter the other day, he had that little gun. Yeah. Now, I thought they put with his finger. I thought they put the gun on the tablet. No, he was using it on his finger.
I debated doing that, but then they had said that like if they caught like tapping that was mechanical or something. I don't remember the wording, but
I'm sure it was like, if you can tap 3,000 times a minute, you're not human,
right?
So it's like they know there's a maximum what you can do. And
but I downloaded like the app that like you can, the tap speed app.
Oh, for sure, I remember that. I remember that.
I started practicing. I was practicing like different positions. I'd have like a pillow here. If I lean this way,
absolutely, because a millisecond could be the difference between a couple thousand gems or not. Absolutely, it was a big deal.
And then holding my pointer finger like this was faster than just using my pointing finger.
It's true. Well, that's how I found out, and I talked about using the stylus. For me, that works. Tone Bud, you had over 100,000 outs at 2. Yeah, but it all depends on how much you spent to get there. I told you guys to buy NVIDIA when it was around 100. It's coming back down now, but yeah, it was definitely a good buy. Oh, the market's open. Okay, hold on. Sorry, let me put this up. I completely forgot. Let me pull these up. Usually takes a minute, but we'll still talk. I'm going to see if I can get any of these mints. Although make sure your Bluetooth's off. Okay, so they're not up yet. So let's see. I'm not direct connected. So I'm probably screwed. Won't get anything.
You're just looking for your minty fresh numbers.
Yeah. Do you see them now? That's all you need. Just don't buy them at full price. Let's see. My wife's account got banned for 5 days because of the massage gun. Hey, I mean, look back on the day before you knew you were trying anything, because you were literally going against a ton of cheaters, right? Like,
man, if that was worst case scenario, I would have tried. If it's just the 5 day, like I was worried about losing my account. Like if the worst, like you get caught and you get 5 days, that okay, fair trade.
I think the problem is like you didn't know if that next drop was going to be crazy. You know, you didn't know, like if you got banned, every drop was a win, right? So if you got banned and they're like, oh, AF15, you would be and that didn't happen then. That happened a year later, but you would be crying. All right, so I still don't see it up yet. So the Oompa Loompas are working hard in the background. I mean, there are things on this app that are first in this world, in the digital world. By the way, rip to Vader, to Darth Vader, James Earl Jones, for passing away. At least he lived to 93. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But stuff like the Vader, there's a lot of stuff that are first, like being first on the blockchain seems like it was the biggest thing. And then now it's a joke for like everyone that's not in this space. I don't see that being a joke in the future. Now, this is not financial advice. I don't know what that means value-wise, but I think that's huge. Now, of course, what problem do we have if an EMP goes off in New Zealand and hits the Veve servers? What are we going to have as I'm assuming?
I mean, obviously the data is going to be backed up.
I was going to say the data is going to be backed up somewhere.
But I think the future of data is going to be on blockchain decentralized data. I'm actually in a few DeepIn projects that are like decentralized storage to compete with the Amazon servers and stuff.
Now, and those servers could be put in buildings that, for instance, could resist electrical issues and stuff like that.
Because it's decentralized, like, I don't know, that box right there, where am I pointing? Right there, that black box.
Okay,
That's a decentralized server for.
So you're part of a group where they just store stuff all over the world in different places.
Yeah.
Now, do you get paid for you get paid for them to use?
Yeah, it's a token. There's a bunch of them, but yeah, there's tokens. So the people that rent the storage space, they buy in the token, and the person providing the space gets most of the token, and the company gets.
Well, I got to talk to you about that later.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure there's it's a big risk right now, but I like the idea. I mean, that's kind of, you think about it, that's how the internet kind of works. It's not a server base, but everyone backs up everything on the internet, so it makes sense. By the way, has anyone seen the comic? I don't see it.
Mine hasn't popped up yet. Let's see.
It's just going to pop up all of a sudden with 500 comics. Yeah, 150 for that. By the way, I was just thinking it could be something fun. I was talking to BigA, what else we could do on stream and stuff like that, besides watching people beat up people. I was thinking the other day, couple things. One, we could sit here and actually make an NFT. I don't know if this would be any fun, but we can make an NFT right here live, and everyone in chat who's here can get one. There'd be no cost, obviously. It would just be something fun to do where we could create something maybe funny, or try to create something viral, video or a song or something. I don't know if that would even be entertaining, but the NFT thing might be interesting. Yeah, this is not coming up.
Yeah, mine hasn't come up either. There's a
Laggy.
comic in there that literally has one for sale. You see that?
I had. Well, now it's not coming up. Oh, nope. That's the wrong one? Oh, there it is. It's on. Just came out. Come on, load. Oh my God, you're taking too long. All right. Nope.
Wait, that's not it.
No, that's not it. Go down further. Go down further.
I see it. Deadpool 6.
There's 177 for 15. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Oh, I thought that was the secret rare for 1450. It's the ultra.
Yeah, I mean, it's so laggy. I'm going to definitely do it. Hey, Fro Comey, good to see you, man.
Fro's here.
Yep, he's there. Let's see. I don't even, 1450. Oh my Lord. There we go. Yeah. Not much is up. I guess I should go see how many have sold. What if like they literally hadn't sold much? All right, let's see how many have sold.
Hey, Fro, did you catch any football this past week?
550. All right, sold more than I thought. Yeah, there's not going to be much on here.
What's your team? Just curious.
Like, well, because we don't have the Rams anymore, it would be the Chiefs. I mean, we got to go. Anything Missouri is going to be my thing. Sold 200. No, it's because of what they keep. I gotcha. Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, I'm so down on football. I mean, we got the Battlehawks for fake football. But yeah, the Chiefs, it's going to be my team, which is not even fun if they're going to win all the time. So I'm so used to the Rams not winning, getting our one win.
I mean, they didn't win
right
this first week.
Yes, but I'm just saying, like, everyone expects them to do well. I kind of like an underdog just because that's how we are. Now, the Cardinals, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on with them. It's still the second best team ever, and yet they're doing horrible. Guess the farm system isn't really working too well.
Looks like nothing playing pretty well, though. I didn't watch the recap of the game, but I read that he did pretty well.
We can have moments, right? Like moments are.
Yeah, my Saints way blew out expectations. They put on a clinic.
Yeah, but of course it's early, right? Like it's early,
yeah.
So we're gonna have to see what's really gonna happen here. Yeah, there's nothing even coming up. I guess nobody's listening. I guess there's no sniping today. All right, well, we'll just talk. Let's see real quick. He's okay. So Free likes the Cowboys. Ace Rig move. Good to see you. Good morning. Hope you're doing well.
That's our next opponent is the Cowboys.
Saints I mean, I remember, growing up that, it was like Cowboys. The Bills were always so sad because they would always do okay and couldn't pull it off.
Yeah.
Let's see. Got ultra rare. I'm traveling, but I'm lurking. Good to see you, Kryptoni. Hope you're doing well. Just picking up lots of moonflowers.
Man, he's had some amazing luck the past few weeks.
Kryptoni? With everything. Yeah, he deserves it though, because he's committed to all these projects and he doesn't win a lot. And you see all these other people always winning. So it's like finally he's getting a win. Just not at the peak, right? Like it would have been nice when he would get 5,000 for those things, but he's at least doing it. Yeah. By the way, I did watch. I don't know. Did anyone watch? I
watched the full video from like when he drove past the cop for the initial stop. Like people were spreading like he was driving crazy speed, like over 100, and then he didn't pull over for a while because that's why they were like so bad with him. He drove past. It didn't look like he was going even 50. I don't know if you saw the latest video.
I saw the whole. I saw from two different because they have the camera out, right? They have the police camera,
They showed like the actual arrest, but this morning they showed like the first cop that like you see him, the initial contact, which they didn't show yesterday.
What do you mean when he walks up to the window?
No. Like literally the cop's just by the side of the road and he drives by and initiates the stop.
And you didn't, so I haven't seen that. So you're saying he wasn't going very,
he wasn't,
he was,
they had the cones for, I think, the stadium. So I think he was supposed to go like even slower than he was going. So maybe he was going, but he wasn't going like 100. He was going like 40, 50, it looked like. And then the motorcycle cop pulls up behind him and he literally like immediately pulls over. The cop pulls up next to him, tells him pull over, he immediately pulls over.
Right. And he jumps through the window.
He didn't get out of the car and gave a little bit of an attitude, but I think the cop was a little excessive too.
So I watched it with my son and I'm like, okay, so because I'm usually on the police side, right? But it's a different world for some people out there with the police, and I'm not in that world. And so, you know, I could see people being scared. I think it's for me, it'd be easy to say, well, just leave the window down. Or who was the other guy who came up in the Range Rover afterwards?
Calais Campbell.
Yeah, okay. And he asked him for his driver's license when he was told to leave. And, you know, he was still being respectful. So, but like, would it have been easier for him to give him his driver's license? Yes. But again, I haven't been in the world where I get pulled over all the time. And you're just kind of like, at some point, God damn it, when is this going to end? So there was a little resistance there, but there's no doubt that the police officer also overreacted a little bit. So yeah, I don't know. Is it all dropped? Did it all get dropped or no?
Hold on. I saw Wes saying he's driving over 100. I'm going to show the video so you can see that because originally it was like, oh, he was driving over 100 and he didn't want to stop immediately and like, okay, well then that's why the officers are being super aggressive with him. That's
they started off.
If you check your DMs, I sent you the video.
Oh, okay, yeah, that officer,
it's like a 20-second video.
Yeah, he came locked and loaded. He was he was mad. Like, I don't understand officers. Like, that's not their job. I'm going to pull this up, everyone. Okay, hold on. Let me share this. We have the sound. Can we see it? All right, let's pull the sound up here. Oh, do we not get sound on this? Oh, no, I turned it off. Can you hear
it? He's just waiting. That's not 100. That was him just driving by.
Okay, hold on. We'll go back because I was trying to see the volume.
He's the black McLaren in the left-hand lane.
He's coming from this. No, that's no way 100. It might be fast. I don't know what the speed limit is there. Is it 35? I don't know, but that's not 100. But he gets real aggressive with him. Why don't they just have a special lane for the athletes so they can go wherever? But look, he did pull over.
But he immediately goes up the window, tells him pull over,
because he may not have seen him. There we go.
Move forward.
Yeah, he says 50. He's following what he said. Wait, it says lot. Is this not? This is still not. This is still public property, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's a main.
Yeah, I think it's right outside the stadium.
So interesting. Yeah, I mean, look, it's not.
I don't think there was anything there to be like as aggressive as he was with him.
Right. And like I said, a lot of times I want to, support the police and go right to him. I just from straight off, like he came in locked and loaded and ready, like was met. Like police officers should not be getting emotional because somebody's speeding. That's not their job. Their job is to protect us and to just go in there and be calm. Now, if the guy gets aggressive with him, that's different, but he didn't. I mean, what he didn't do was leave his window open.
Yeah.
Oh, now I hear it.
He was giving a little attitude and he didn't comply immediately. But like when they tell him to get out the car, he's in the motion of getting out the car and they start like just yanking him. Like, you didn't do it fast enough. Like,
right. You didn't do it fast enough.
As a cop, you need to like kind of take your emotions out of it a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. You got to take I mean, like, again, right. And his brother is one too. Well, look, it's true. And, I have a different experience with police and I can't just be like, well, this is what I would do. I understand, but also you got to understand these are very wealthy people. So they already think that they're, athletes already are on a different level. So they're already thinking, they're going to come with an attitude anyways, right? An officer should not be worried about a guy. How much does that car cost? How much is that car?
300.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're not driving around in a $300,000. I mean, you obviously know somebody, or you are somebody, if you're in that car. So, and they weren't pulling him over thinking that he stole that thing, although maybe he was, which would have been ridiculous. I don't know. And Bruin, I understand what you're saying. He was being a bit of a bonehead. I think it is, but it's like the officer was locked and loaded too. He came in. Now it doesn't make it right for either one of them.
I mean, but
then it just got out of hand.
You see those videos on YouTube too, where like they're like Second Amendment. Yeah, I mean I'm not saying he wasn't speeding. I'm just saying he wasn't speeding so excessively to warrant the reaction he got from the cop. Like you're going a little bit faster than the posted speed, maybe 15, 20. No, I think that's a 570S.
You're in a totally different. I'll trust you on the cars, but 450.
No, I mean he could be right. I didn't look like it's 720. I didn't look. But whatchamacallit, you see those like Second Amendment audit the police guys, and they literally like open the window an inch and like, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm only required to post my thing, and they put their license, like just being complete jerks with the police to prove that they're just following legally. So legally, he doesn't have to roll his window all the way down.
Right. And that's fine. And you're right. I've seen those videos. And by the way, Kryptoni, this is, I get it. I don't get it, but I get it. Like, there's a whole world that I don't have to deal with getting pulled over. I told you, I grew up with a girl. When she was 16, she had a baby. She only dated black men. And her children are the nicest kids ever, and they've been treated like shit. And whether it be in a store or getting pulled over, and it's just BS. I haven't had to experience it. So there is built up anger on one side, and the police, the police are professionals. They need to be taught what to do. And yes, could there be a little bit more respect on the other side? But like, respect, I guess, has to be earned. And I think that's part of the problem here. But there ended up being, how many cops ended up being there? Like 5? I mean, it was crazy. No, I think there was more than one that was crazy. They were all
there was mainly one though that was really,
yes, there was the one main one, right? So there you go. Let's see. First cop was okay, got his license, registration, walked away. Tyree could roll up window. Then problem was there was more than one cop. Let's see. So many people go out of their way to be a pain in the arse to the cops these days. It must be frustrating, but as a cop, you got to suck it up and buttercup. That's the job. That's right. And the thing is that the cops have to understand where other people are coming from, that they may have been treated bad their whole life, 20, 30, 40 years of constantly getting pulled over because of who they are, not for what they did. And then they get pulled over one time for something bad they did. It's got to be freaking frustrating. And that officers need to be taught that that's what's going to happen. And officers need to calm down a little bit when there's a little resistance. That's their job as professionals, to be the bigger guy. And if somebody wants to, prove they don't have to roll down their window all the way, that's fine. I think it's better to do what the officer says. But I mean, once they took him out of the car, that's got to get scary now, because we've seen what can happen once you get pulled out of a car. You may not even be resisting. Your body actually does certain things when you're automatically, right? Like when people start twisting your arms around. So I don't know. Racism is the black eye of America. I'm not disagreeing. F the British police right now, though. Now, most of the British police don't have guns, right? They have a whole separate unit that I think carry guns. As long as he plays today, because I need him to get me a touchdown. That's of course the way you're going to think, right? Duck and cover, if they stayed the way they were back in the day, they would be spoken to with respect. They eroded that over time, not citizens. You get what you give. I mean, I don't disagree. Let's see. Big A, you only saw part of the video. Tyreek was apparently going over 100. They received the call. Can't you see them put on the, then he flies by faster than other cars, be fair.
Okay, so if he was called ahead, then I take it back. That makes a good point. I thought that was the initial encounter right there. So if that was like them waiting for him because they caught him before.
I think the problem, what I see as the problem, which starts us all off, is the anger. Like the officer has skin in the game to be mad at him. His only job is to pull him over, get the situation figured out, and stop him. Coming in it happened to me. I remember going 100 in a construction zone, and it was like 35, and this was in Tampa, and the officer, he was on a bike. He comes up and he goes, pull over. I mean, like, he was fucking pissed. Boy, did I show him around. It only cost me $600 to get that thing fixed. I had to do some course. I had to do this course that was like 4 hours. It only would have taken 20 minutes, but it made you sit on each page for 20 minutes, even though it, but anyways, he was so mad. It's like, what was that?
It was like a safe driving course.
Yeah, it was 4 hours, and it literally would have taken 20 minutes, but you couldn't hit to the next page. You had to wait 20 minutes on each page. Like, I mean, you must have been like, it must have been made for like a baby who didn't know how to read, because it wouldn't take 20 minutes to read that whole thing. But the guy was mad. Like, why was he mad at me? His only job was to be like, you're doing something illegal, and take care of it. But he had this anger in him. And I think that's the problem with cops. It's not their job to get angry. It's their job to keep calm and cool and deal with people. So, but yeah, I get what you're saying, Bruin. Free, let's see, he got pulled over in South Dakota, and the cops had me immediately put my hands on the steering wheel. They told me they were going to search. I said, go ahead, over a seatbelt, not on. Yeah, I always do that. I always, if a cop pulls me, like, I get pulled over a lot. I've gotten pulled over like 4 times, and I put my hand on the steering wheel because I don't want them to think that I have anything or whatever. But and actually I got pulled over in Atlanta going 100 miles per hour, and I had my hand on the wheels, and I actually got out of the ticket. I don't even know how that happened. But yes, white people doing that and black people doing it are two separate things, because there's a different dynamic. There shouldn't be, but there unfortunately is a different dynamic. Let's see. Yeah, there's really no shortage of arsehole cops. Let's see. No one would be born black if they had a choice. We have been done wrong in this country. And the police have, now with all these cameras, we're getting to see it all. Humans have built in red flag mechanisms of subconscious handles. Most people have a reason to talk to cops the way they do because most cops have certain tones and words they use on purpose. I mean, again, I don't understand why cops are getting upset unless I have a gun and I'm starting to shoot people in a video game and hurting people. I can understand the adrenaline going, but the problem is these officers, it's 99% of boredom. And then all of a sudden you get this guy going 100 miles per hour, their adrenaline's going. They need to be taught how to deal with that and not get so angry. No matter if it was doing 100 miles an hour, the police still don't need to put their emotions into their job like he did. Absolutely. I completely agree. Did any accidents happen? No, then there's no reason to stop him. I mean, there's a reason to stop him, to get him to slow down, right? And give him a ticket and say, don't do it again. I mean, for him, what is it going to matter? What's the ticket going to be? He's going to get, do they fix tickets? I mean, they don't fix tickets everywhere. I don't know if they fix tickets there, but
I've never gotten a ticket.
Really?
I've received many, but I've never gotten one.
Okay, so you're like me. You've gotten them. Like, I don't normally.
I got like 31 tickets, I think was the last.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. No,
I was bad when I was younger, but I also would get pulled over all the time when I was younger. I always had like nicer cars, and I guess them seeing a younger person in a really nice car didn't add up. So I had my car searched all the time. I don't know if they thought I was a drug dealer or something. Anything. I didn't even drink, but And or they would do stuff like they come up right on your bumper,
right?
And to make you real nervous, they come up really fast, and then they just ride your bumper, just waiting for you to like kind of do something to give you an excuse. Like if you change lanes too quick, and you change your signal. Like they just want you to be nervous to do something so they can have the excuse to pull you over.
And then maybe even search. Like, oh, he did something really weird. He did. Yeah. I mean, I remember here I got pulled over. We had bought some fake pot. I don't know why I made like this massive joint that was worthless, right? This stuff wasn't even illegal. And we threw it out at the gas station, and one of our friends bought alcohol. And they pulled me over. This is Christmas Eve, and he pulls me over, and he searched my whole car, and it was a mess, like just everything. And he found like a screen, and it was like a screen from a faucet. So he's like, "Oh, this is here. Never do this in my district or whatever again. If I ever find you here, I'll do it." I'm like, whatever, dude. You got to be kidding me. And of course, today it wouldn't even matter. Let's see. America should fix and repair what they did to black people. I'd be ashamed if I did that to someone. My heart could never feed a baby to an alligator. Well, hopefully that's gonna happen. It's gonna take time, and it's certainly not going to be fast enough or as fast as it should. Why make cars better and better and more safe, but but keep stupid traffic laws? We should just have a lane for like, if you don't care, go as fast as you want, right? Like, just do what you want.
Like the Autobahn.
Yeah, like the Autobahn. Right.
I haven't gotten a ticket or anything probably like 15 years. I drive pretty safe, but I was street racing this weekend.
Were you really? I'm definitely. I drive like an old man now.
There was a Mustang that kept baiting me to race, and I could hear the supercharger, I could hear the straight pipe, like it hurt my ear. It was so loud, and just kept going and going. And finally, on the next light, I'm like, "Fine, we'll go." And
right.
And I just barely beat him, and then he like pulled up at, "Oh, my tire slipped when you first started."
Yeah, you're like, yeah, right. No, I just have a better car than you.
Yeah, he had a bad day because I don't know how much he would have put into his car, but he definitely has put a lot of mods into that car.
And it's still not going to be good enough as a Aston Martin.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing when you have like a faster car. Like anybody that has a decent speed car like wants to race you. Like all the Hellcats pull up next to me, the Corvette.
Oh, I'm sure.
The Corvette is a few tenths of a second faster.
It's got to be fun, like, but they have places you can go to actually do that too, where you could race.
Yeah,
which is always fun.
Like, come on, let's race. I'm like, no, I'm going to hold it.
Yeah, I got to shop today. I got work to do, but all right, let's just do this real quick. By the way, duck and cover. I think here the difference in the U.S. is in a lot of states we're allowed to carry weapons, and depending on where that is, your best bet is to keep your hand on the wheel. Because if they suspect you have a gun, first of all, in most areas, if you have a gun on you, you have to actually tell the officer. So the last thing you want to do is not have your hands on the wheel when you're telling the officer you have a gun on you or in your glove box or something like that. So I think that there's a little nervousness on both sides. Although a lot of the states now, the police are so used to it, it's not as big of a deal. Which is crazy, which I think is crazy. I think most people out there are truly cool people, except Tucson. Right? Dude, that was uncalled for. Speeding doesn't warrant that type of action from police officer. He hand over his driver's license. He is allowed to roll up his window. Yeah, there's definitely overreaction from the officer. Maybe Tyree could have done a little bit better himself, but he doesn't have to, and the officer needs to know that. The moment they seen those traps and shoulders, they freaked out. Right. Meanwhile, how many people that can afford a car like that and are assholes? Almost none. I mean, the thing is that he could.
I would say like there's definitely you get treated different depending on what you drive. Like as soon as I started driving exotics, literally overnight. Like I never had a brake tag. Half the time, I never even put the new registration on my license plate. Like. I actually got pulled over once because the guy asked me, he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure you had your seatbelt on." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I do." He's like, "Honestly, I just wanted to see the car."
Right. That's exactly what it is.
But I've had like a cop pull up next to me and like rev his engine because he wanted me to rev it and stuff. Like you get away with a lot if it's not like super fast. You get like a lot of pass if you're in like a nicer car.
I think so. A lot of people here will have like the little, they donated to police stickers, and then they'll try to use that. By the way, okay, so this is I watched one of these videos. It was a guy in Chicago walking around because they all of a sudden were getting attacked by all these immigrants out there taking over buildings. And from what I know, and I'm no expert, it's bullshit or half truths. So, like they said in Chicago, a whole building was taken over. Guy goes there, it wasn't true. Aurora, Colorado. I heard that wasn't true. So I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of, because I heard about that and I went to go look. So I'm looking up every news source that I can find out, and not everyone's covering it. I don't think news does not run on they care. Sometimes they try to manipulate, but usually all they care about is to sensationalize a bad act, right? Like, so it doesn't matter what channel you're talking about. If there's something crazy going on, they want to cover it because it's good news. It's good for business. And I wasn't seeing that. So I don't know if this whole immigrant takeover thing, I think it's bullshit, or like I said, very little of it is full truth. I don't know, but I could be wrong. But I do know that I know we're hearing all this Haitian stuff, people killing cats and stuff. There's lots of people that kill animals to eat, including me. I just don't do it personally. I don't walk around with and I don't even believe that that's actually happening on a big scale, probably a small scale. But the immigrant thing with the apartment, I don't know. That just seems weird. Let's see. I'm trying to get free. It's always interesting here. We're all on our own more and more nowadays. Just be you and hope for the best. Ain't that the truth? I had the police come to my house at midnight during a backyard party this past Friday with 50 guests. The police were polite and kind and nice people. Yeah, like most, I support the police, and they're usually nice, but not to everyone and not all the time. It just depends where you are, and hopefully you get treated well. This was about jealousy, simple and plain. Yeah, that's a nice car. Good to see you, the biggest bro. I mean, I don't care about cars anymore, but I would just pull him over just to see it, like we were saying. On the positive side, Tyreek did not cause an accident, injure himself, or anyone else traveling at that high speed. That's right. That one cop really elevated the situation. I think that's the problem, is the cop was in the position of power, and he has the power to calm things down. So instead of being like, tapping, open that window, sir, can you please open the window? It's for your safety and my safety. I would really appreciate it. Ask him nicely and try to get him to do it. If he doesn't legally have to do it and he doesn't, then you do what you have to do and you move on. That's how I would do it. That's how I do it. Scary as police. Why do we have the most out of shape pussies? Right? Scary of us with guns. Make it make sense. Well, because they're on bikes. They don't have to run, right? They're not walking the streets anymore. Because bro, 100%. Also, before the police officer even approaches the vehicle, they have run the plates, and they may already know the driver may have all kinds of law problems, so they may approach with caution logically. Yeah, but you would know who he was, right? You would think they're literally, they're right outside the stadium. They know who's there, you would think. So I don't know. What do you think, Big A? Put you on the spot.
Man, I don't know. Like, it's got to be stressful to be a cop, like your life on the line every day, but also, that's what you're signing up for. So you have to kind of take the motion, and I'm sure it's hard, but you have to, try.
Yeah, definitely. Look who we got here. OG Vault. So he says it's definitely fake, this whole immigrant.
Oh, look, it's Vault.
It's Vault is here. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I definitely think, like, again, there might have been, there's a lot of stuff going out there where there's one person cooking a cat. Guess what? I can find somebody cooking a cat. All right. In China, this is
you got the cooking the cat algorithm.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I got it. And like in China, this is not all Chinese people. My business partners there, they do have stores where they sell dog heads and stuff like that. Other countries, they eat animals. Like, this happens. I don't believe people, you know, is there somebody who's gone to a park and took a duck and ripped its head off? I'm sure it's happened. There's crazy shit that happens all the time. It doesn't mean it represents everyone, right? Right? Like, yeah, I don't know. All this, there's just a lot of crazy stuff going. Yeah, I don't want to get into the political part, but there just is like one picture does not represent a whole group of people. Just you have to keep that in mind when you're reading this stuff.
Yeah, that was horrible yesterday. Like it looks like X has like one little talking story every day that they kind of like push on everyone's feed. So I'm like,
sure.
Like when I got to the cat, I'm like trying to quickly pass it. I don't want to see that.
Right. I don't want to see it. So, okay. So Kryptoni, we're saying, okay. Hold on. Here we go. Definitely true. I've seen numerous vids and heard a lot of things. Now, okay. So is it possible though? I think what people have been saying is it's happening all over the country. We're getting taken over. Like these buildings have not been taken over completely. Did somebody rob somebody? Maybe that happened. I've seen pictures too, but like you need context. You need like, I don't know if we have that all. I think having heard things, talking to people, that certainly makes a difference. But like this one in Chicago, this guy goes around and he's talking to everyone around there. Now it could have been set up. It could have been BS. I take everything with a grain of salt that I hear these days on social media, but it feels like there's just a lot to stir people up right now. Again, there can be, if I rob somebody, you know, is it going to be like I represent all the Veve people? Oh, Veve people, they just rob people because that dumbass informant robbed somebody. He represents all the Veve people. That dummy.
My collectible is still watching. He's probably like,
yeah, I know. Sorry, Veve. That's right. I do agree with doing your own research and seeing what's out there. There's just a lot, and it's hard to because the first thing I did when I saw that a couple of weeks about the Colorado, I'm like, well, what? Like that interests me. I want it. And then I started researching it. And to me, again, I'm no expert. I started realizing it just seemed like something somebody wanted to push out there. Even if that particular incident where they saw all those people coming in the apartment and somebody got robbed or they took over that apartment, again, just because of who they are, if they're Venezuelan or Haitians or whatever it is, doesn't mean they represent all the people in the country who are. And I think that's the problem. We're letting these people represent or thinking they represent everyone. And I don't know if I even believe a lot of these stories, but yes, I'd like to know. So yes, please try to be nice, but there are always boneheads out there. We keep moving around all different sort of. I'm more of a low rider than a speedster. That's what I need is a bike. I want that. You know what the problem is? How come you never hear another cop tell another cop to settle down? Right. That's true. Like chill out, buddy. It's not that big of a deal. He was just speeding. That's it. Gray areas, tinted windows, can't see what's going on inside. They knew it was Tyree attitudes. Yeah. What are the rules here? We have rules like, I don't know what it is. You can have 15% tint, anything over, but then nobody cares. Nobody gets pulled over for that stuff.
Usually on the driver passenger, it's 50.
It's okay. Yeah. I mean, look, here's the thing though, for like somebody famous, like I would not want people to know it was me, but of course you're driving a $500,000 car. So, yeah, they knew it was him. Let's see. There are actually many videos of that Ronnie Lido cops arguing with each other from different jurisdictions and even ranks. See many of actually trying to warn people, like just chill out. They just don't go as viral. All saying hi to people. Misery loves company, right? Let's see. I'm thinking about buying property in Springfield. You're so mean. I'm telling you, I don't think it's true. But I don't think I want to live in Springfield, Ohio, period, no matter what. Did you all hear that the Dolphins are undefeated? It's a sunny day. How's the weather, everyone? How's the weather?
Did they win? I didn't see.
I don't know. Did they? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. Give us the update. There's something to be said, though, that the government and citizens of the Dominican Republic built a giant border wall to keep out the problems from the other side of the island. Yes, they did. This is true. My daughter just got her tonsils taken out. Going to be a rough week for that drama queen. Ice and what else? I don't know. They give you like this gargle stuff, I think, that is disgusting. That should help with the pain, though. Yeah, that is going to be bad. Exactly. Don't believe everything you hear and only half of what you see. Yeah, I mean, look, just like you said, do some research. Look, it doesn't matter. Like we should know if we have people in this country that are taking over buildings, but if I see a video, I need context. I can't just take that one thing, or I can't take one picture of a person walking in the street with a bird.
I mean,
with that doesn't represent it.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, you go ahead. I want to hear.
You have to see, like, most of the stuff you see on X, or wherever, like, there's ulterior motives behind it. It's not just like reporting something that happened. There's always a narrative that's trying to be pushed, whether one way or the other. So
absolutely. And that's the thing. Like, I know a lot of people don't like media the way they are, but they at least had rules, right? They had rules, and as content creators or whatever, there are no rules. You can say whatever you want as soon as you hear it without vetting it. Now, that doesn't mean that our regular media doesn't get things wrong. They all get things wrong all the time. Usually they're pretty good about coming out and saying we screwed up, or whatever. Now, you may not believe if they don't for certain things, but usually they come out and say they did wrong, where a lot of these creators, they're just trying to get views. I got one where it's like, it had a warning from Twitter or X saying like, it added context, and it says this is being used to promote OnlyFans. I'm like, what? And I started scrolling down, and then you start seeing a bunch of OnlyFans. So there are people that are trying to use these things to get people to just view their stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't.
Undisclosed OnlyFans promotion or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was the thing. So the Dolphins did win. He'll score 80-yard touchdown. Holy crap.
Nice.
Let's see. Yes, they won. Dolphins 1-0, undefeated.
Is Van Gogh right now?
Yeah, is it right now, Kryptoni?
11?
Van Gogh?
Hold on. I'm going to Discord to find the link to the
How much is it for the Elmon X? So yeah, there's a drop on Elmon X. Hold on. I want to just I haven't even looked down at my tablet to see where we're at on the comic. Holy cow, 315 for 354. I don't see any good mints. Just give you an update on the Deadpool. Yeah, like just over $600.
It's $82. 10 minted so far.
I don't even know.
Here, I'll
DM this right here.
See.
This is what it is right here. So, skull of a skeleton with burning cigarette.
If you want the actual minting link on OpenSea, I just sent it.
You can't do it on here.
I don't believe so.
Interesting.
If you go to your DMs though, it has the link.
We have the link. Okay, let's go pull up the link here. Oh, cool. All right. I'm just making sure I'm not logged in. All right, I'm not logged in. All right, so here you go. So these are ones for sale, but where's the minting? So 10 results.
Wait, that's the link I just sent you on mine?
Yeah. Hold on, let me go. That took me right to just the OpenSea, not the minting.
That brought me to the minting page, and then I have.
Interesting. Hold on. Let me try again. It says from OpenSea.io.
I have the little mint there.
No, weird. BigA just gave me a virus. I can't believe you did that. See, never trust anyone sending you links. Just kidding. So how much are they selling for on the market? These are already on the market though. 0.0053 WETH. So 1244. I just here's my thing. Like there's things that I go for just to make money, which would be something like this. And then on Veve, I have my goals of what I want to buy. So I'll go for a drop just to sell it to get something else on Veve. This stuff, there's no exchange like that.
See if that link works any different. The one I just sent you.
Oh, the second one? Okay, yeah. Let me pull this up.
I copied it straight from the Discord.
Yeah.
So,
okay, here you go. Perfect. That's better.
Is that one working? Okay, there you go.
It's working. So there you go. Here it is. So 0.35, 82.90. Well, wait a second. I can buy one for 12.
Oh, so it's not public yet. Look, right there. Public sale at noon. So
okay, so then what were the people that had things listed for they're just ready to dump it?
Those are like people on the white list. I don't Kryptoni could probably tell you you had to do to get on the whitelist to mint early.
So there you go. There's our minting. Let's see here. Let me get caught up. The sensational stories on the front page. The retraction of the story will be on page 20. 7 months, probably. Let's see. I have seen about 100 videos of me slamming his fist on the desk. He must be an angry man. Beware. We know that is not you. But here's the thing. Everyone on Veve is just an angry man, even the women, because I represent everyone. They just put a picture. There's that BE guy. He's such a dick. Slams his desk. All those Veve people. Let's see. No, not yet. One more hour for Elmon X. There's no whitelist. I have every Van Gogh on Elmon X.
Oh, well, no, they must have had some sort of private sale with that you would get whitelisted to, because they had 10 sold, unless those are the 10. No, someone had. It couldn't be the 10 that
up.
If someone has one listed, then someone must have been able to buy one that wasn't the company. If the 10 minted are just the ones Elmon X holds, they wouldn't have one listed. Or did they have one listed, or is it just showing?
I thought these were listed, but now it's not even working. I broke it. I'm seeing if there's even a.
I mean, just because it has an offer doesn't mean it's listed. Does it have an?
All right, so here you go.
No, okay. Yeah, no, they're not listed.
They're not listed.
Yeah, just because it has an offer.
Best offer is this. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that's just someone made an offer, a lowball offer.
5 hours ago.
Oh, look, there it is. Yeah, it minted to Elmon X.
See the next one? Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, that's I guess the 10 they're keeping. All right, so yeah, no, but there is no whitelist apparently.
So how much do you think these are going to be worth? Not financial advice, everyone.
I mean, to be honest, other than Mona Lisa, nothing's really long-term held value. I haven't checked prices lately. Like everything on Elmon X has gotten like a little bump right after mint, and then it's gone down over time. Not saying it won't come back up once everything kind of starts coming up. But everything I bought on Elmon X, I sold pretty quickly for a profit.
It did take your profits out, right?
Yeah, so I've literally sold everything for a profit. I think some of the first two, Starry Night, or the other ones, I held it a little bit longer, so I didn't get as big of a profit.
See, that would have been the one I wanted. That would have been absolutely the coolest one.
But also like the last few ones, it was like a $20 profit. It wasn't a ton, and I was like literally one of the first ones to sell.
A profit.
This looks really good, so this could do much better in past. And also, it looks like the NFT market's kind of turning around.
But it's an open edition, so there's 3 hours. You can just mint it.
Is it open edition?
Yeah, that's what Kryptoni's saying.
I bet you at 2 hours and 55 minutes, there's going to be a lot of like people making a decision whether to mint or not.
Should I mint? I feel like if Kryptoni ever like types in here, he has to sing everything he says. Is that a deal? Can we give him a voice on it? You have to sing everything you say now, Kryptoni, or write a song about it. Let's see. The last Van Gogh that dropped on Elmon X Sunflowers at 2 ETH. Wow.
Yeah, it's a 2 ETH floor, but look at what actually sold. Just because it's a floor,
right? What's actually selling?
It was.
This give me okay. So if we
click
go
on Elmon X,
yeah. Okay, so here we go.
Go to created.
Right here. Yep. There we go. So we got other.
You can
search. I can search by name. What do we search? Which one do you want me to look up?
What do you say? Sunflowers?
Oh, sunflower. All right, let's check it out.
And then just click where it says Elmon X Sunflowers with the blue check mark next to it.
Okay, right here.
Just click the name, not the check mark. Okay.
Oh, will this work?
All right. Yeah.
0.19 ETH. So, but how do we find out history? Is there because I don't
activity? Scroll back up into activity. Was that the one he said?
Yeah, I think this is what he was saying. Where am I missing activity? Oh, okay, up here. All right, wow, 446 in this sold.
No, these are lists. No. All right, see on the left, go to sales. on the, right where it says all. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now scroll down. You can see actual sales.
Oh, whoa. Well, that would have been a nice buy-in right there. So is this a theme that we see on Veve and other projects where just people like delist all their stuff and then you just have the people that put a crazy price?
Well, there's just not a lot of activity in general right now in the NFT space, especially for smaller projects. So, you know, the floor, the highest one I ever sold was what, 0.05?
Yeah.
There you go, 0.09. That might be also a special mint that got a little bit more.
This got 0.0. This one right here. Wasn't there one that was a little 82? No. I see. Yeah, 211. This one right here, right?
Yeah.
Mint 39.
Oh yeah, there's a mint. Yeah. So someone paid extra for the mint.
Even though it's
if you go all the way to the beginning though, and you see where they first started selling, they just no. That it's in reverse order.
It is in reverse. That's what I thought. Okay, but you can't go up to the top and reverse it. Okay, so yeah, 35, 65, 52. So the lower mints kind of went pretty quickly, and then here we were, 33 for 102.
So
and how much? Oh, there you go. For 147.
Wrapped ETH means someone made an offer that they accepted. So
right, but it went for 234 though.
Yeah, so for them to leave an offer on that one, 147 has to be like some sort of special mint.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I may be Informmint, but I'm not informed on this one. I have no clue what 147 is. Yeah, BigA is just trying to, take the steam out of your engine here. I wanted to dream, right? Let's see.
I'm not saying it can't go up. I'm just saying, you have to be cautious and know it's just still tough times in the NFT market.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a tough time. Never. Okay, by the way, just a little story. I did progressive once. And oh my God, this must have been 15 years ago. Whenever they first started the little thing you put in your car so they can monitor your driving.
That's who I have. I'm definitely not putting that thing in my car.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I'm like, let's try this out. Let me try it out. So I drove around like I was walking on glass, like slow brakes, like everything I did, I was thinking about it. And at the end of the 30 days, he said, congratulations, you're saving $1.09 on your insurance. And I said, you can take this piece of shit back, because the way I felt with that in there, if I drove like that well and it only saved me $1, I'm like, screw it. I mean, I was like walking on eggshells with that in my car. And these days, no way would I do it. To give them extra information to know how bad of a driver I am. I don't want to do that. Yeah, insurance is crazy, but you got to have it. BigA ruined it for us. Now I'm not buying another Van Gogh today.
Oh, I wasn't saying not to buy it. I'm just saying.
Well, you can buy. I'll tell you what to buy. Buy a mystery box. Let's see where, I'm going to go see where Cuddles is at. Where's Cuddles at? As soon as this sells out, they're going to go up. And then it might go back down. So be very careful. But I mean, this is a complete speculation. I have no effing clue. My brain, which doesn't work, my gut, which is horrible, tells me this will be over probably 200 gems as we get closer to the drop. I don't know if it's going to sell. But that's just seeing how the market gets manipulated. We're at 83, so we haven't sold any more since when I first looked at them. They were 88, 5 were sold. There's 83 left on the market. So I don't know if these are going to sell out or not. At the current price, though, if too many more are bought, the price may come down a good amount. If no more are bought, these will go up, and then it will hit a point where people will be like, well, it's worth trying to mint them if they're that high. So I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what's in the box. What if it's David Hughes in the box? What if the Veveverse is in the box? You get access to the Veveverse in the box. What do you think? I'm totally Mondo Media would never go for it. I really think this is going to be 3 golden.
The best I think the best guess is a gold character of one of the
ones from that drop, because I mean, otherwise those ultra rares,
or could it
maybe
be
this,
a flip?
maybe it's Cuddles. Well, it was Flippy, but if it was Cuddles, it would make sense, right? Because
Yeah,
that's,
I guess it would. If you're burning them, it would have to be the same.
if you're burning 3, you could get Cuddles, because there's so many of the Toothy and Petunias that you could go back and rebuy them again to have the set. Although, would that count? Does having the gold one exchange for the regular ultra rare as a set? I don't know. Total speculation. But I know a lot of people are going for this just to try to see if they can get this 100,000 MCP points.
Yeah.
Because it would take you a long time to do it. And if there's uses for them in the future, you're going to want to have a little stack of them.
Another concern, though, if you do gamble and go buy all the stuff in the secondary, if there's only 109, will there be people who have the set and unable to craft because it's sold out? And then now after the craft, they aren't worth that much, and you take like a double L. You missed the craft, and stuff you bought is worth like a third of what you paid for.
Well, okay, so on the Cuddles, right? Hold on a second here. How many? They're keeping 40, so there's 310. And you can, let's just make it easy. There's 201 left after. They will all get minted. So there'll be 201 of these, which is not a high mint, but we have other projects that have, or IPs that have that. Can you think of one? We can go look on the market. What has 201 collectibles on it? That's the best way to look at what potentially could happen. Like, I don't know what else. Here, hold on. Let me go to the market here.
It doesn't matter. The bottom line is, if everyone mints out, you have a possible 201 people competing for 109 crafts. Although, in actuality, it may not mint out. People might hold more than one Cuddles.
Correct.
But more or less, even I don't think there's going to be that many people holding multiple Cuddles. I would say probably, even if 150 and for 109, it's
right. If you get the box, I think.
I'm just saying you have to have that on the table, that you couldn't miss out on crafting, and then you lost out. You didn't get the craft, so you took that L, and then you take a second L if you buy everything on the store, because it's all.
Well, you're going to definitely take an L on Petunia and Toothy, but on what I'm saying is, if there's 201
left, you're saying
Cuddles,
even after the craft, because it's getting burned, the lower editions.
201, right? Having only 201 Cuddles, which is really less, because it's what 161. So what collectible do we have that only has 200?
But we've had like low mint collectibles recently that weren't super popular, that just from being low didn't give them a ton of value.
Right. Either. So that's what I want to figure out. Which one is that? Okay. So here, let's look at
maybe look, and just to clarify, I like Xmen X. I've participated in almost every one of their drops. I think they're going to do well. I just think for me, what I'm doing in the current environment is, instead of buying and holding, because it's like Veve, you buy, it pumps up a little, and then it kind of bleeds over time. I think they will come up. And there's a bunch of stuff I like on Xmen X. Today's drop, I really love that painting, the Tutankhamun mask. There's a bunch.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that they've done.
And I will own those again. I sold them because I'm just playing the market. It's still like. Not a lot of liquidity, not a lot of people buying at the moment. I think that'll change. So I'm just waiting, and I'm going to start getting all those soon.
Yeah, waiting until.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not throwing shade at Xmen X. I think they're going to do.
Not at all. I think they'll do well.
Yeah.
I hope they have the patents for that stuff.
Yeah, they have
what happens.
License with Bridgman.
They have license, but do they have patents to do what they're doing? I don't know. I told you. I think I know the guy who has the real patent. We'll see what happens. That's what I'm worried about. But I think it's good. I mean, I think all that stuff will survive. They'll just have to pay a fee, I'm sure. Man, do we know what had two? Does anyone in chat know something that we had 200 of? That was an ultra rare. So we can look at that price right now and go from there. What is going on, Savi? Toothy FA with sound animation under 3 gems. Yes, please. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. What was that?
Do you have the Stacker app?
I don't have it like on my. No, I don't have the Stacker app.
Okay, I didn't know. Maybe they had like a way to.
I'm sure there's a way to see how many collectibles are. Let me see what they're search. I rarely use this online stuff, so let's look at the filters.
Or maybe if someone.
Okay, so I could look up ultra rare, right? I could look up ultra rare. You know, I'm hoping somebody could tell us there's brands, but that's not going to help me knowing how many were total. So let's apply this filter, and then I can sort by high to low. That's not going to really help. I'm just curious what we have. We know there's a lot on that. Yeah, I'm just looking for something that might have 200. This has 150 and it's 10,000. Does that count?
I think there was something like last month that had a really low.
I mean, we're 4,400 or 3,800 on this. What was the Warrior? Even that had 500. There aren't that many things that have 200. That's why if we could find it. What did the Ultra Rare Wolverine have? That had. Oh, I can't even tell. Oh crap! This isn't even.
I want to say.
Oh, here we go. Collectible details. Here we go.
It was it was a lower IP or whatever, not a super popular IP.
Well, I guess this isn't going to give me. Oh no, here we go. All right, so they're 550 of the Ultra Rare Wolverine, which we would say is pretty big, right? But it wasn't FA, right?
That
matters to you.
I think there's a couple of Mighties that are super low, man. But they're also higher IP, so that doesn't count.
Right. I'm telling you, I don't think there's that many things that are okay. Here we go. This would be a good one. Not a popular. I mean, it's not that Brock stuff is good, but let's take a look at this. How many of these is it not going to actually open up? I don't know if this is the. Let me reset it. I might have too many windows open.
Okay, here's one. Kevin. Kevin has 88 editions.
Right, and that's a lot, but that's too many. I mean, that's too little. We need something.
Right, but I'm saying, Kevin, this is something like a character that isn't super popular.
Right, that's a low mint.
Its only value is on scarcity. How did Kevin play out? Didn't it get like a huge bump initially, and it's just been kind of down from there?
Right, was it at $3.99 right now?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up. I just saw it the other day, so let's go pull up Kevin. I think it's at $3.99. It got pretty high. 20 in the market. So there you go. 466. I think it got down to $3.99. So that's probably where it's selling. $3.50, $3.99. Now, you can't double the number and be like, well, that's what it'll be, and then cut this in half. So what I'm saying is, I think the ultra rare potentially, I could be wrong, could go for more than, let's say, 120. So what's your actual loss in the end? Now, could it drop down to 80? Absolutely. Then in my situation, I've lost $47 for a chance. I've paid way more for less of a chance of other stuff. We need a better example. What is Usagi SR had 200? What's Usagi? Is that how you spell it? I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, here. And this had 200. Look at that. So that if that's the case, this had 200 and they took their whatever.
But is any of that actually selling?
Then we'd have to go to Stacker. Now you're making it more complicated. I just want BS numbers and make it feel better.
But that's a valid point. If they could have the price wherever they want if it's not selling. But right. Yeah.
But even let's say, normally I say you want to be 30% in this market to be able to sell something. So 40 off, whatever, around $90 this would sell. So at 90, I'm saying at $90, that's a $37 loss for me. I already lost the 40 on the drop that I went to go buy Petunia and Toothy. You could just buy those on the market for like $5 for both, or $10 for those two, and buy it. If you get it, then it's a win. If you don't, I don't know how much you're going to lose. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a person for that. He's made good luck, Kryptoni. Let us know what you got. I don't want Kevin. He was here saying the movie you didn't like it. Absolutely. I bought one box on Veve today and got Alter. Congrats on that. Yeah, you have been doing really well on that. Do you have a full set of Happy Tree Friends Series 2 Informmint? I do. And so, and I want to make it clear that I'm only pumping my bags here because I do. So you got to take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. But I'm going for it. BigA is going to try for it, I think. No, you're not trying for it.
I'm going to wait and see if the price comes at 128 the floor on Cuddles. I'm going to, if it gets back down like 110 or something.
Yeah, I think I'd buy, if I saw it at 100, I'd probably buy a couple to flip. If I got my mint that I want, I might keep it and then flip these other ones. But yeah, at 100, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what these will go. But that was a good Savid, thank you for that. Because this is actually a really good example, because I think the ultra rare Happy Tree Friends is way better than this. You got to understand, Happy Tree Friends is like the most viral thing on YouTube. One of the most viral like cartoons. They've got a ton of views. For such an unknown entity, they do really well. So
yeah, but this is also Labbits, which is, so as far as Veve is concerned, this is there's another one.
Now that is good, because that does not have a good price on it. So let's go see that. Run English. Which record are we talking about on this one? No, it has 2,500. Which one only had 200?
The secret rare.
That was a secret rare though. This one? Remaining editions 200.
Yeah, 200.
Wait, there are only 40. Oh, because they didn't sell out, right? They couldn't, they're not all on the market. Interesting. Okay. Oh no, this is the new one. This is the new one that's coming out. That's why. This is the newest one. This is the one coming out on Saturday. Do we have one that already came out? This is 3. So where's the secret rare? If anyone else thinks of something, let us know.
That one right there.
Let's see how many were on this.
Might be the same as the other one.
Ooh, 200 for 2. All right, but this would be a good example if that's the case. 200 editions. So there you go. So here's one with 200 editions. And there's 8 listings for $38. So if you look at this, you would lose your butt on this. Now, if you look at, is it Flaky? Is Flaky the one that has, no, it's not Flaky that has the, where's Flaky at? I'm just curious. This is at like $12. Yeah. Handy was the secret rare, or was the, it was the secret rare. So let's see where that's at. It's like 30, 25. So here's the secret rare. It's at 36.
How many
more? But there's like 600.
500. Yeah.
550.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking you're going to get 80 to 90. So I would base it off of that, not financial advice. But I think if you could get these for 100, if they go down to 100, it could be potentially a lower risk. A lower risk. Exactly. Yeah. I'm getting rid of Breadpool. It would be a lower risk. I'm going to do it one of these times. Vivi's going to do one of these cool things, and you're going to win big. It hasn't happened to me yet, but maybe this is that's what they want to keep us thinking, right? That's how you do lotteries and giveaways and all that fun stuff. I do think it's fun though that they're at least trying to do different things. All right, so Ronnie Lido has the full set. He's going forward. Then I'll buy the full set again on the market after the dip. Exactly. Kryptoni is going for the Van Gogh. Okay, game on. I'm going for it now. BigA, don't say anything, but let us know what you got, Bruin. Want to know. What will the chase drop to after the craft? What will the chase drop? You think we're going to have something else after this? What's going on, Uno Sean? I just checked up on my Elmon X NFTs and they're gaining some traction. Anything happen? Monofloor 0.6 ETH. Star Knight are pumping with hardly any listings, but are they selling? That was the big thing. But good to see you, Uno Sean. How's our Chuck doing? I haven't looked at it in a while. Number one, let's see. There will be no Elmon slander in the chat until after the mint. All right, deal. In fact, here you go. Hold on. Do I have anything fun I can play? I don't. I was gonna say, do I have? I don't have like a good luck thing here. I can play this though. Hopefully you won't get that. Hopefully you won't be upset. Hopefully you get something good. Uno Sean, all I know is Big A is not going for the Van Gogh today.
No, actually, no. I'm gonna wait and see like 5 minutes before the drop. It's open edition, so if it's super low, I might do it.
Can you wait till like 30 seconds before? Like, how many can be minted? How good are their servers? Like, how many people can get on at the?
I don't think a lot of people are gonna risk if they're gonna go for it. Wait for like the final minute or 2 minutes. I think like maybe 2 minutes till is probably when to decide if it's a pretty small amount that's been minted. It's definitely going to be worth going for, and I really like it too.
Would you go for this if there was a Buddhist monkey in the box? Look, I'm going for it not knowing what's in the box. There could be dog poop in there, and it's going to be what it is. Although, if they had the emoji poop in gold, that could be worth a lot in the future. I'm just saying. So that's what everything. Yeah, he's going to pass on it. There'll be around 300 minted today, not over 500. Well, there you go. Mystery. Oh my God, if it's pickles, I hate pickles.
Yeah, I've never liked pickles.
Oh, pickles are disgusting. Who eats pickles?
Are those people that buy them at the store, like the big ones with the juice in the little plastic bags, and just eat it?
Oh, yeah. So I remember in college,
my ex-girlfriend, she used to love pickles.
I wouldn't even. I can't kiss anyone if they eat a pickle. I got drunk, really drunk, and I went somewhere and I saw a spicy pickle, and I'm like, you know what? I've never liked pickles, but man, this looks delicious. So I grabbed, like you said, it was in a big bag. It was a big pickle with all this juice in there.
Yeah.
I took one bite and I literally threw it at a car. I mean, it was disgusting. I don't do pickles. Pickles are disgusting. My son hates pickles. They don't add anything. If they're butter, I don't know all the different dill is the worst. No pickles for me. Gold pool in the mystery box. See, I'm telling you. Yeah, Mr. No. I know he's a character. I know.
The grocery store right up the street, at the deli counter, they had pickle juice, like pops that you put in the freezer and freeze.
Oh no! My nephew had like pickled chits, or like then you'll have these places that sell those fried pickle things. And all I can think of is I'm no longer going to eat any fried food there because you just stuck that crap in the fryer and you poisoned it for me. I won't, I'm not the only one who does this. If a drop of pickle juice gets on anything, I will send it back. Like if I'm at a restaurant and I say no pickles and there's a pickle on there, I'm like, it's not just change the bun. You need to make me a new freaking burger. A pickle touch this. And I'll lie and say I'm allergic to it. But I'll be like, no pickle juice.
I'm not that. I used to be like that, but now, like, if I get like a chicken sandwich, like from Popeyes, and they put the big pickles on top, I just take the pickles off, and it leaves a little bit of the pickle juice.
Yeah, no. I can't.
It's just vinegar and whatever.
No. The pickle juice, no, can't do it. Can't. There's nothing good about it. It's the devil made the pickle. That's all I have to say. Can't be golden poo. That's American Dad IP. Damn. That's what we want. Now I know what to send BE for Christmas. You want to know my kryptonite? Like, I don't know if anyone watches Mr. Beast, but like Chandler, he had to go in a bathtub full of pickles and pickle juice. That would be a nightmare. Now, there is a price that I would do that for, but I would be traumatized for life.
I mean, think in your head, it's cucumbers and vinegar. Like,
right.
When you think of it that way, that's not that gross. I drink like vinegar every day.
Well, no, vinegars. I do like vinegar, like in my hot sauce and stuff like that. I like the tanginess of it. I don't like cucumbers, and I don't like pickles. There's just I don't know what it is, especially thick and gross. I don't know. It's nasty. Yeah, no pickles for me. Do not want pickles. Absolutely no pickles for me. Just has it. But if we get a pickle in the box, I will be flooring that. I'll tell you that. It's not going to be in my collection. So hopefully that is not the case. But yeah, look, the reality is I'm not going to get this even if I go for it, because just like brewing, I am not good at crafting. I'm not fast enough. I'll try, but there's no way. There's no way. I mean, I'm not streaming this damn thing. So I'm going to have all my bandwidth. I'm going to be hooked in, ready to go. I'm going to just do it on the app, and hopefully it works out for me. Let's see. Who hurt UBE? Who touched your spicy pickle? Right, exactly. I swear, I thought that spicy pickle would be good, but even being drunk did not work. It's also probably something else, and that did not help either. It did not make me want that at all. Oh, pickles, gross. Let's see where we are on the comic. I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna have to get out of here pretty soon.
Yeah.
But I am gonna let's do one last check on the comic and see what's going on. Hey, look who popped in. We got Kobe Collects here in. How you doing?
Oh, what's up, Kobe?
What is going on? There's Big A. He is on screen. He's helping this be less boring for me, and actually for the audience too. For chat.
You should have maybe see if Kobe wants to come on one day.
Yeah, Kobe, you should come on one day. Not today because we're gonna get out of here, but yes,
yeah,
Kobe, you should come on. I've done a couple streams with him for the HRO stuff. I'm sure he'd come on. For today's comic though, it's not even. Oh no, there it is. All right, so we've got Common today on the Common is at 250. I don't even see any good mints. 177's been dropped to 1093. And there's 2008 for 15. I don't even remember my minty fresh numbers. The secret rare is at 126. The ultra rare is at 1288. No good mints there. 470 for the rare. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't know. These aren't going to sell, but they actually sold more than I thought. I really thought they wouldn't even sell 400. Total sold on comic is 620. So actually not as bad as I thought. I mean, if I look at the final poll, I didn't even look. God darn. 18% win for this. It's one of the worst. 57 votes though. Did I even get 20 likes today? This was a bad stream today. We didn't have. Oh, we got to 20. All right, perfect. Good enough. Not that it does anything for me. So yeah, so nothing too great on the comic. And I'm not expecting anything great on Thursday, but we do have Ron English this weekend. And we got the craft, which I'm excited about. And hopefully I'll get it. Any final words for everyone in chat? What time are you going for Elmon X if you go for it?
Like right at the end.
That's just his house. That's his house, Kobe.
Yeah, this is my house. This is just my dad.
Show him the high ceilings there. Show him the 2-story. Look at that.
And then
they don't have basements there. There's no caves. I've got a man.
That's just my kitchen here.
Right.
It's really messy. So sorry.
If that's messy, can you come over and clean up my house? I mean,
housekeeper comes tomorrow.
Nice. Look at you go. Yeah, Cobra wants. I don't like people in my house. I can't do the whole. My parents don't care. I can't do it. I can't, and I don't like cleaning either. I'm gonna have to do it also. I love Big A on stream. He's got a lot of info and alpha. Love him on the show. Yes, I agree. And the thing is with the I love the Veve stuff. There's just sometimes if it's not a huge drop, we got to have other stuff to talk about. And like maybe one of these days we can just talk to everyone in chat and we'll make a collectible for everyone here and just cap the mint at whoever's here. It could be interesting. Even though busting my bubble for Elmon X, he still likes you.
I might still go for it.
It's today. Still here. He's thinking about going for it.
Watching.
Yeah, Big A's a fun guy to have on. Although he thinks he doesn't add anything, I think he adds a lot. Kryptoni, when are we going to do a stream together? I've asked Kryptoni to come on. He'll never do it. He'll never do it. He wants too much money. 21 minutes to Elmon X, and then it's a 3 hours, right? So you're going to wait till 5 minutes before. Nice single story vaulted ceilings. Nice BigA. Yeah, but he has a second floor.
The second floor.
But I guess it's considered a split level
there,
or a story and a half is what it's considered.
Yeah, it's like 1,500 square feet upstairs. It's just the bedroom, the master, and the guest bedroom.
Wow, what kind of bullshit is this, Kryptoni? You didn't run this by me. Kryptoni's first stream will be with Kobe. Nice, look at that. Now, Kryptoni, forget it. You can take your moon cabbages. I'm just kidding. Let's see. As you're saying, you don't like to clean your house. I'm mopping right now. Like, I'll do it. I just feel like a match and some lighter fluid is the best way to do it. And just
we have that hurricane coming, so also like I've been trying to like pick stuff up from the head and backyard and whatnot. So I have stuff over the counters right now.
Yeah, you got to bring stuff in. I remember having
that was for me bringing stuff in this morning, so I got stuff all over the counters and whatnot.
That's the best. You don't want people to die. Look, see, Kobe and Kryptoni may invite me, but it's a slight maybe. You can tell by the capital letters, right? And Kryptoni thinks that's funny. I don't know what to say other than hear this. Is that loud? Because that seemed loud to me.
No, it's normal.
It was no, I did it right. Okay, so BigA, you're for sure, and I'm a maybe. I see where you are, Kobe. I know where you live. I know the general area. I don't care how many millions of acres there is there. I can find you. All right, let's see here. Just got my ETH for Elmon. Perfect. All right, so and now we get some more people coming on. I apologize, everyone, but I got to get out of here. I actually have to do stuff. But I appreciate it. Any I think I asked you this already, but we'll do it one more time. Any last words for everyone before we get out? Are you going to be here Thursday or try to be here Thursday?
If you want me to, unless I have any issues come up in any of my rentals.
All right, I'll be talking to the people in there not to be effing with you during the hours of 9:35 a.m. Central Time and whenever, and then I'll tell them they can call you. No, that's fine. So we got a maybe. We got a big maybe from BigA coming here on Thursday. I've never done Elmon X. It's cool though. There you go. We got John 9 here. Has Kobe ever seen the TV show Bada? I don't know. Great stream. Thank you, Kryptoni. Appreciate it. So I'm gonna be out of here. I am gonna be just doing what I do. I'll see you on Thursday. And then I will be crafting on Saturday. I will not be doing a stream. I don't like doing weekend streams anyways, and I want to actually hopefully get this 3-hour window. So you got 3 hours on Elmon X, everyone, if you want to get their NFT, and it's an open mint, so you might wait until 5 minutes. I'd wait till 1 minute before. But yeah, that's what
you cut it too close. You might risk the transaction not going through. So
true. I've done that. I used to do that on Yahoo auctions, and I pissed off a lot of people by getting in at the last second.
Yeah,
you had to time it right though. So all right, everyone, have a great day. Do something nice for somebody. I will see you Thursday. And yeah, that's it.